Hey, it's Marina, Travel Experta. Today, we're going to be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of traveling with travel insurance. Are you guys ready for an adventure? Let's begin. So, my main time that I first started using travel health insurance, which also included travel insurance, was when I left 22 years ago on a solo backpacking trip. I traveled for almost a year and a half, and the one thing that I definitely budgeted for was travel insurance. And since I was a backpacker, a lot of times people like to cut corners. And I did notice that the majority of the other backpackers that I traveled with or met along the road usually did not have any health insurance, even though we were traveling throughout Mexico, Central America, and Latin America, where health insurance overall is quite affordable. They just didn't bother. So at one point, I had some pretty crappy health problems along the way, and I had to be operated on and all this other stuff, and it was 100% covered. So all that money that I paid for my travel insurance or the health insurance paid off in spades when I had my surgery, and I ended up not having to pay anything. I had the best of the best doctors, the best hospital, private rooms. But when I actually met others who have had similar, not the exact same health problems as I did, but had other massive health issues along the road and did not have health insurance, travel health insurance, they landed in local hospitals where they got more infected, even sicker because of the horrific places. Some of these public hospitals, they should be, banned or just burned to the ground. That's how horrible they are. But those people did not put in that extra, and it's not. We're talking sometimes $100 a month. It depends, obviously, completely on the travel insurance that you're going to be going with, and the medical thing that you're going to go with. But even the most minimal can get you so much, save you so much. And honestly, I never, ever, ever travel without medical, at least travel medical insurance, and usually travel insurance on a whole. My husband had a really horrific accident where it was actually where we lived, but we had a huge 6-week trip planned to go to Europe, and it was all completely paid. His accident happened 4 weeks before having to go, and there was no way we were able to go. And because I spent that extra money on travel insurance, which I recommend getting at least a month to 6 weeks before your trip, it totally covered everything. Our trip cancellation, everything. And I bought, because I did want to save money, I bought non-refundable flight tickets. So the airline, it wasn't actually the airline, it was Orbitz.com would not give me back my money, but my travel insurance did. So you need to really consider what are the benefits as far as saving those extra couple of $100 versus losing, thousands of dollars. And again, whenever we travel, like, accidents happen. And because I have been around and my own health problems, my son one time got really sick, and we were in the US, so it even covered in the US, and it wasn't that much money. It covered his entire medical visits and his medicine. In the US, you can go bankrupt with that. And I have heard terrible stories of people who just did not, they're like, oh, we're just going to wing it. You just don't wing it. And this goes far as well for car insurance. Go that little extra because you don't have a clue how much you are saving. So, what are the disadvantages? Everything. There is not one good thing about not buying health insurance. Travel insurance? What are the advantages? Everything. So honestly, this is not where you want to cut your costs ever. So if you guys have had any other kind of experience, I'd love to know. But so far, I can tell you that this is kind of a no-brainer. Just buy it. Even if you get like the least expensive one, you're covered to some extent. Shit happens. all of the time. Be prepared, and this is definitely one way to help you. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends. Leave me a review, and remember to make every day a safe adventure.